welcome to another edition of On Point, and thanks to our mother company focused on Liberia. We are here to discuss issues pertaining to our country as it relates to current events in Liberia. And with me is an able-bodied, one of the most qualified women on social media that is very passionate about issues in Liberia. She knows the issues, she studies the issue, she speaks her mind as she sees it. It so happens that she's on the opposite side of where I come from, and she's willing to debate the issue. And as everybody knows, she's going to introduce herself. She is no joke, she is no pushover. She understands the issues, and we are going to discuss those topics. She's a member of the opposition or supporters of the opposition. She's going to discuss that in detail. And you are going to be entertained. Margarett is one of those people who are well informed on politics, on gender issues, on children's issues. You name it, she's there. She can defend it. She can give it to you. You give it to her. She can take it. She has no issue. Margarett, welcome to On Point.
Thank you, my brother Jerome, and I want to also thank Focus for having me here. I am excited to be here to debate some crucial issues that are going on in Liberia and that are going on in Liberia. I like Focus. I love them. In fact, I love that they are credible. I always run to them for my credible news information. So I want to thank them again and again for having me. Thank you too, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and we want to thank you for taking our invitation on a very short notice. I know you are a professional woman. You like to be given at least a week so you can, dig up dirt on me, but I snuck up on you on this one. So you don't have enough time to dig up dirt and come out here.
Oh, well.
But you are always prepared. You always got something in the back under your sleeves or in your pocketbook. So you are well equipped. Now, the issues we are going to be discussing today are nothing new to us, but they are very, very important to what we are going to be talking about that are affecting Liberia, especially the state of the Liberian opposition and the CPP. Very critical and very important to you and myself.
Yes, sir.
And the next topic so that will be the Cummings-Billity Dillon court cases, the role of the Liberian government. I don't have to talk to you about that, you know that. And third on this list, the Supreme Court final ruling on the Sambuca case and his whereabouts. There's a lot of rumors going around, and you being member of the CPP or member of the opposition, you may have a clue. Who knows, he may be hiding in your backyard. Next, is the CDC request for the body and burial of one of its youngest minds, one of the brilliant young men of the CDC, Wen Seli. He just passed away last week, and now the government of Liberia are trying to bring his body home to give him a state burial. And people from the opposition are saying, why so? When this young man was on the ground doing the work, professional campaigning, going door to door, the Jehovah-style Witness campaign. This is a young man who was a one-man wrecking crew, a true soldier, a true U.S. Marine, that went to Liberia, he got George, we are elected, that he went back to fight on behalf of Thomas Falah. And we understand that while he was there, they forgot about him. And you know more about it than I do. And you have your take on that. So let's get this ball rolling. Where do you want to begin? You want to start with the Wednesday, but I think let's keep the best for last.
I'm thinking the same thing too.
Now let's talk about the CPP. The disorganization in the CPP, obviously, as a unabashed sedition as I am, we are sitting back and watching the implosion of the CPP. We told you so 2 years ago that this was not a marriage of convenience. It was not a marriage of patriotism. It was not a marriage for the love of country. It was a marriage just for the hate of one man, George Manning Weah, President Weah. They hate him so much that it came together hastily. And now we are here today to eulogize, in my own term, the death and burial of the CPP. You, as a member of the CPP, a supporter of one of the folks What says you about the disorganization and the impending death, now the barrier of CPP? Talk to me. Talk to the Liberian people.
Oh, Jerome, that is something that is like overdue. The end of the CPP. I, for one, like you or whoever was on that train, I wasn't in favor of that. I was in favor of stabilizing and unifying the opposition, but not collaboration like that. And it being dead by now or coming to an end, I'm all for it. I'm all for it because I doubt if there is going to be any solution within that collaboration. I doubt it. So I'm on with you when it comes to that, but you guys having knowledge that it was not going to hold. Really? I doubt you guys thought that. I doubt you guys thought that. I'm going on the fact that uh, uh, you guys don't think much. You just do, and you know that. You guys just do. You guys don't have the ability to really process information that fast. So that's it. So I don't think that you guys thought that it was there from the onset. You didn't know it was going to be like this. And you being sitting over there and laughing right now, there is still an opposition out here who is going to get your man out of there. And you know it too. So with it being dead or dying, that has nothing to do with George. We are getting out. He's going to get out. You guys are going to be made a public spectacles, and you guys are going to get out. And you know that. So no amount of jubilating out there that the CPP is there going to help your case. It's not going to help your case. And you know that, Jerome. So here, stop it.
Margaret, with all due respect, tell me what school did you go to in Monrovia?
I'm a graduate of Haywood Mission School. You want to know something else?
Mm-mm.
I also went to, why?
Go ahead.
I also went to Peter Harris High School.
Okay. Now, let me stop you there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the issue that you have in the CPP.
Mm-hmm.
It is this bourgeois, this elitist class of people from Liberia, especially that Monrovia group, that believe from the CWA, St. Patrick's, B.W. Harris, Rakes Institute, you have this belief that no way that a man from Gibraltar, from Well Heston, is going to lead a group of men and women from CWA, Rakes, B.W. Harris, Haywood, you name it. This is the premise from which you guys come, and from day one, you have underestimated this man. He came and beat you, and you guys went as collaboration. You came in with the same mindset that it was time to get these so-called grown-up boys out of here and take back our country, take back our city, take back our representative house, take back our Senate, take back our executive. But yet and still, over and over, these boys from the public schools, from the elementary demonstration schools of the world, from the Tubman high schools of the world, from the Well Hestons of the world, are actually kicking you guys in the knees, letting you know that when it comes to leadership, when it comes to vision, nobody has an exclusive monopoly on vision. You guys are going down. You have been defeated, and you will be defeated again 2016 when you came with our CWA stuff. And you came with an old man that my friend and your admirer, your son, Costa, called him the dead man walking. The dead man walking, you brought him forward. And the boy from Gibraltar, beat him dead.
Gambling.
Now you are bringing, who are you? Jesus Christ. Now you're gonna raise him from the dead. Are you going to come here as Nazareth to raise Nazareth from the dead? Talk
Jerome,
to me.
You are rambling. Let me. Okay, you didn't ask me what was my school I attended just to say that. I'm not one of those. Speak to my intelligence. Okay, don't speak out of line because I'm not in that realm. Okay, I know better. I'm not one of those who sit and say, oh, I went to this school or not. I told you truthfully the school I went to. I graduated from the Haywood Mission School. Yes, I did. And that's based on my intelligence. If I interact with people, it's not based on what school they went to. No, I don't do that. That is below me. I don't go there. So speak to my intelligence and let's talk about it, the truth. Okay, you talking about a dead man walking. So are you trying to tell me Costa cannot speak his mind if he believes in a candidate? And if candidate is not what he is, what he was before, he should keep pounding at their house, right? If the horse is survivable, he should not. He should not wake it up. Are you promoting the downfall of someone, even if they're trying to survive? Okay, that's how the CDC people do. Okay, they don't believe in a revitalization. They don't believe in waking up someone from the dead. Look at Liberia. Look at the country. He was given the chance to rehabilitate Liberia. Ellen Johnson and started something, and they wanted him to end it. Has he? What has he done? Nothing he has done. He has not fixed anything. Instead, he has made it worse. So that's your take. You are describing yourself, and you went on describing who you are. CWA, oh, nothing. That's nonsense to me. Really, that's below me. I don't go there. I speak to people's intelligence. What they got here and what I got here, not where I went to get it. No, because we all are given a chance. Just we were given a chance to go to West Essence. Why didn't he acquire something? Why you guys are out there promoting a man that you could help to elevate his mind? You walk behind him and he has nothing there. Really, he doesn't. And you want to fight me with that? Oh, please, come on. Let's be realistic here. Let's speak to the truth. Don't talk about where I went to school. It has nothing to speak to my intelligence.
Well, let's go to the conglomeration. You're coming together. People want to know the state of the opposition. What brought you together? When you knew, if you knew, so those of you saying you guys are so intelligent and so capable, and you are a leader, and in fact, God endowed you with the right to lead and nobody else to lead. Didn't you see this? Didn't you use your intelligence to know that this group that you were putting together, you were patching something? It was not genuine. It was not legit. Now it's falling apart and everybody trying to jump ship. Tell me, what in the world were you thinking when you were coming together?
I should tell you the state of the opposition. That's what you want me to tell you first.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
And I would like to tell you the state of the opposition. The opposition is still hell bent on getting Joshua out of the highest seat in the land. The opposition that you are looking at are those who you are not looking at, are those who are stayed in on this thought that it is wrong. Where our country is going is not where we want it to go. And I tell my people every day there are more than one opposition. The opposition that is not bowing heads with the we are government. People who don't believe like you do. There are a lot of people who call themselves oppositions and they believe what you believe. Can you believe that? I see that every day on the media here. And I'm one of those who believe differently. And I look at that as a truer opposition. A truer opposition who sees the country in its most deplorable state. That's the opposition that I see. I'm not seeing an opposition that agrees to give Joshua B plus or B minus on his turn or on his speech or what he has done for the country. I'm not with that opposition. I'm not with you guys who think it is okay for my country to be, for you to have a man who just build roads. He calls himself a barrel medicine. I am not there. I'm not over there. There are oppositions who believe what I'm saying here. You cannot tell me I'm only naming CDC. There are oppositions who agree with what everything you have laid out here. I'm on that path that I want my people to be knowledgeable. I want my people to not sit down and wait for people to buy their votes. That's the opposition I'm on. I'm on the opposition who is geared towards the children, the dying masses of Liberia, the women and children who are finding it difficult to eat, who are dying on a daily basis. That's the opposition I'm on. And that's where I'm focused right now. Whether George Weah beat us, please, all that is factored into who led him on that path. And that comes into the old lady. The old lady led George Weah there. So the state of the opposition now, for me, it is good. We are still on board. This mantling of the CPP has no effect on the true opposition. Just so you get that right. It's not going to hold. It hasn't held, and it will not hold.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your candidate. At first, And I'm not going to use the word, the other word. I'm not going to use it because other people say you are flip-flopper. You were supporting Cummings. You and your son, Costa, were supporting Cummings all the way. Now, all of a sudden, you are now Joseph Boycott, man. Joseph Boycott one time was a dead man walking. All of a sudden,
tell me about
when you remind me of the story in the Bible when Jesus was going by, the lady said, Jesus, my brother Lazarus died. If you were here, he wouldn't have died. Even though Jesus rose him, he raised the young man from the dead. You are now trying to play Jesus. You want to raise Boyka from the dead. A man who Costa said he is narcissistic. He is a diabolical tribalist. A man who is unredeemable. He's beyond redeemable. He's a tribalist. He is diabolical. Now you are turning around and telling me that Joseph Boyka is the light, some kind of light that will bring Liberia from what you are talking about, from the abyss, even though you are in denial of all the good things that President Weah have done and continue to do that have brought your country to the limelight. President Weah, the people's president.
You gotta give me a chance to talk here now.
That have free education, free Wyatt. Okay? Tell me about Joseph Boyka and what are his plans?
Jerome, I will go with you piece by piece, okay? Piece by piece, just how you laid it out. I want to answer you. Go one by one. You said that my candidate can be anyone. It doesn't have to be Joseph Boyka. It can be anyone who has Liberia at heart. That's my candidate. So I'm not a flip-flopper. I tell the truth. And I own my truth. And that's why you're seeing you calling it flip-flopper. I'm not flip-flopping. I can stand up when I'm wrong and say I'm wrong. And I can also stand up when I'm right and say I'm right. And own it. Can you do that? No, you can't. And when you see something like that, you call it a flip-flopping. I do not flip-flop. I tell no lies. Okay? I don't like to tell lies because lies come back to haunt you. Okay? So I don't tell them. I can be on someone's back right now. If Joseph Boyka messes up, I can tell him he mess up. And you calling him, or Costa say he's dead man walking. I remember when Alexander Cummings came on first. I liked him. I like where he at. Now I don't. And you think that's flip-flopping? No, that's not flip-flopping. I see things that I did not see before. So if you call him a dead man walking, he was maybe running a campaign for someone. That's politics. Okay? And he can own up to it now and say, no, he's not a dead man. He's alive. Let's resurrect him. Is that wrong? Like I said before, the seditionists do not believe in resurrecting someone when they are on their last. They rather the person died and then they sing songs or bring the body for them to have a big old party over the body. And they believe in the afterlife. And they make a big old house and plant all the trees and put cables there while the people are out there with a cable. While the people are out there with internet, they plan. That's how the seditions behave. So let's talk about that too. How they want to resurrect the dead by having these glamorous parties, by throwing these big old weight keeping barrier site. Let's talk about that too. When you're talking about that, I see someone saying the Congo people. We are a diverse group of people in Liberia. We are strong because of our diversity. May I speak to that person that's saying out there? We are strong because we are a conglomeration of so many people, so many races. We come from all over the world. And that's what we should be working on now. We should be working on that diverse group of people together and making it one. Doesn't mean you come up. It doesn't mean you basa or you cry or you kill or you cruel. It should not be that we are one people and we are stronger together. And I listen to Liberian people always pushing the phrase, united we stand, divided we fall. But those very people push the narrative of you conga, you basa, you gola, and they want us to stand on that. We can stand with those ideas. We can never stand with those thoughts. We can stand only when we are together. Liberia diversity makes us strong. So I just spoke to that. Go back to the place where you're telling me about dead men walking. You people do not wreck your sick people. You're pounding to the ground for them to die. And that is so sad, because that's what you have done to Liberia. You come there and you labor our people pro. You guys have labeled our people as poor people. They are wearing the gown of poor people. And they are poor. And you guys are living it up in Liberia and parts of the world. Look at you, Jerome. I wonder how much you get paid for the nonsense. How much do you get paid for that? I hope not. Because that should be beneath you. No one should pay you for you to bring your people down or help bring your people down. Your people are your people. You forgot where you came from, my brother, huh? I have not forgotten.
Well, you see, it is not about country or Congo. Like President Todman used to say, it is about that Monrovia group. That Monrovia group of folks, they believe that because they are from that, not just the Monrovia, but if you come from Sony Wing, or you come from Gibraltar, or you come from West Point, you better don't put foot on Broad Street. Anything past Broad Street, you don't belong there. This is what we are talking about. Now you all got together. Now let's look at Boykai from CWA. Let's look at Cummings from CWA. Let's look at all the folks that you have in that group that came together to call themselves CPPNs. Look where they come from. Look where you guys come from. You look at the supporters of that group, B.W. Harris, CWA, ACS, you name it. And then you look at the other group, the Thomas Fala, the Wheelbarrow Boys, like when Sally used to say, the bitter boss selling children, those kids are so lack, those kids are so lapper, those kids are so slippers. So it is us against them. And here you are, you can't stand it. It bores you, but now let's go to this. Let's transition to the next one, which is what is going on within the CPP. Hopefully you have not received a lawsuit saying you've been on here. Somebody have not sued you, because it looks like now all you guys are doing in the CPP is suing each other. What is going on in the CPP? We saw Uri sue Cummings, and now Billy turned around and sued Dylan. What is going on with this lawsuit? And don't bring CDC into this. We have nothing to do with your lawsuit. We have nothing to do with your disintegration. We have nothing to do with your implosion. I know when everything goes wrong in the CPP, instead of y'all looking at each other and say, let's go back and go back to maybe our own Sycamore tree and resolve it, you blame it on CDC and say, it's CDC that made others sue each other. Tell me about what's going on with a lawsuit. And is there a lawsuit in the making for you? Is somebody suing you or you suing somebody?
I love you, you know. I like what you got. Ability is not far from CDC. You know that, right?
Who?
Ability is not far from CDC too. You know that, right? You guys play games with the media. Play games with our people. Act like you're different, but you're not different. You're the same old people out here. What's wrong with the why not? He is suing. Uri is suing for his copy of a document that was never given to him, but it was put into net or put in. So where is his copy? He has the right to sue for that, doesn't he? Don't you think he has the right to? I think so, and I will welcome any lawsuit. I welcome it. I will welcome any lawsuit. By the way, I went to a defamation case not like 2 years ago. I was sued for defamation of character, and I went in as my own lawyer. Did I tell you that? Have you known that? I went in, I was sued when I got to Georgia to live. I was sued for a defamation case. And I went in and I represented myself and my child. And I won that lawsuit. Everyone has the right to sue. If you think you've been brought down or someone has messed you up or somebody has defrauded you, you got a right to sue. So if they want to sue, bring it on anytime. You just have to prove that I really, really messed you up. And you got problems with that. And you got problems in the community with that. How is ability? How is he doing in the community? That he gonna sue someone for defamation of character? Does he know what defamation means? Does he know that? Or is the new law that you guys, the sedition people got, will it favor him? I just want to know that. Because to prove that I defamed your character, you have to prove that I did something wrong and you are affected by it in your community. You have been brought down. You have been made shame. You are lacking something because of what I said or what I wrote. That's what a defamation should be. One is libel, one is slander. Libel is when you write it. Slander is when you say it. So did Dylan slander him, or did they don't write it? Has it affected his well-being? Has it affected how he goes about his daily life? Has it? Those are things I do not like to go into because, like I say, I speak to my intelligence. Don't speak up on it. Don't do that. So that's what I know about the lawsuits. And with Uri, why not? Why not sue the guy? He was given the documents, didn't they give him the documents? I would sue too. And I think others should start suing him after this one. Because where are the documents? Where are the original documents that were given to you? But were they notarized? Uri doesn't see a signature, even though the signature is always the same. It's not going to change. Those signatures are not going to change. But this newer document, it has my signature on it. Why? When I didn't know about this newer version of what you have prepared or what you have fixed. And that's when the fingering comes in. But that's it. I would sue too, wouldn't you? Would you just let somebody just write something on you and just go? Or just put something into law and just go? Those were legal documents. And I would love to not be on a legal document if I did not sign it. So what are you talking about?
Will you be comfortable if someone sues a white guy for dereliction or duty when he came into this collaboration, and when he came to the United States, he said when he returned to Liberia, he was going to unify, he was going to reconcile. He's a reconciliation expert, and he's the elderly statesman, and that when he comes to Liberia, everything will be cool. Should someone sue him for lying, for being inept, for maybe being paid and getting the gratuities of being the chair of the CPP, when in actuality he's doing absolutely nothing? Will you feel comfortable if somebody told your man? Because now you are supporting Uri to sue Cummings because you don't like Cummings anymore. Will you be okay if somebody sues Joseph Boakai for ineptitude?
I told you before. Maybe you didn't get it. I can leash on Joseph Boakai if he causes me to, if he goes wrong. That's the kind of support I want to give my people. I'm here for my people. I'm not here for a candidate. Maybe you got me wrong then. I'm not here just for a candidate. I'm here for the Liberian people because I'm tired of the way they have been treated. And would I be happy if do you realize that this is a legal case and it's in court? And this man needs to be quiet? Do you know that he could be called? And do you know this case could go maybe just hung jury if he says anything right now? Yes, he did say it when this case was first brought to the attention of the CPP. Do you know that they went behind doors, closed doors, and this old man, because at the time these documents were given to Cummings. Cummings was the chairman of that group, of that collaboration. Really? You got that right? And then Yomli gave it to him on his watch.
Can we say this? I know that I look at the lawsuit and they listed former Vice President Joseph Boakai as a witness to testify in this case. Will he testify truthfully as a neutral statesman against Cummings? Will he testify?
Do you know him to be a liar? Has he lied to you before? Or have you read anywhere where he lies? And I think the reason why he is being pounded on is that because he does not like to engage in lying. So yes, he will. And that's why you guys, you all the other people on the other end are trying to, egg him on. Why is he? When is he coming to talk? He's not going to talk because he's not supposed to talk right now. This is a legal case, a legal matter in the court of law. And he is supposed to be neutral on it. Not say anything. Anything. It's a legal case. That's the law.
Okay, we saw. I know you're supporting white guy, and they say he's.
Oh yeah. But now I see what he has. Yes, you can keep running that narrative to everyone out there.
You say he's a statesman.
Yes, I'm supporting him.
He's a man of credibility.
Yes, he is.
And a statesman, and all of that. First of all, we have to, based on what you know and what I know, is he running? Is Joseph Walker capable of running? Is he running? Because I saw him in Ghana trying to sell something and he said the price was too small. Is he running?
Were you there too? Has he said that he's running? He has said that, right? So why are you asking me now? I like to go into days where someone says, how can you have a document on Zoom? Yes, you can. You just got to understand what really happened. You got to understand technology to know that part. But since you don't know it, Latif Thomas, just asked a question. I'm sorry to deviate a little bit, Jerome, but I think this is necessary. She just asked, how can you own a document? How can you have a document that you did on Zoom? On Zoom, they tell you to print out copies of your documents after you e-sign your documents. Okay? And it was given to the chairman to take all these, all the prepared pages of this document and notarize it. So yes, he has it. There's a thing called a virtual reality type of thing. So you have to understand what this is all about to understand that yes, you can have a document on Zoom. You can have it. Yes, you can. So I ain't want to go there with Letty right now.
We will come to the comment section. You will have chance to answer those folks. Now let's talk before we go to the Samukai thing. Those of you who support the vice president, you say he's a statesman, he's an honest man, he's a man of integrity. This man said he was making $5,000 a month. Mm-hmm. And he said that he took loan from the bank to survive. And we know when you look at his budget, line item budget, this man was making like $2.2 million for 12 years. How can he, a statesman or somebody with integrity, according to you guys, say he made only $5,000 a month when he know we could fact check some of these things? What kind of human being is that? Is he for real?
Okay, let me learn now. I got to learn to you learn. So let me learn, okay?
Go ahead.
I like when you guys put your feet in your mouth. You got a candidate too who said he was a millionaire in the football arena. So we can put all those together and compare and contrast. Did you see where Joseph Boyka misused his money? Have you seen that? So I know I don't see anything like that. So all these millions of dollars that you say he had, I didn't see it. But I see your candidate, George, who claimed that he was a millionaire. And he claimed that he was $80 million rich. But he did not see or find the time to break down his 9th Street building until he became president. I was shocked. You want to tell me something too about that, Jerome? Why would he do that? Why would he sit down? The same Ure you're talking about. Ure had to buy him a used car for him to use while he was in the country there. You want to tell me why he deceived the Liberian people? I also answer your question when it came to Boyka, that did you find out anywhere where he misused his money that he got, these millions of dollars that you say they paid him? Well, is he a guy who lavishes his money? Okay, compared to your candidate. Oh yes, he loves to wear those nice clothes. He loves to do this. He loves to do that. And he broke down his 9th Street building just when he got in office. Okay, the man that was using an old car, an old Doiset. Ure was supporting him. The man, what he said, my son, they all had to get him gas money. Okay, the people that you say I follow, Acosta. You won't call it name, but I will call it name. That's my boy. I like his projection on all these things. He's passionate about all these things. He's a bad gas for that man. He told the Liberian people he was rich, but he came into office as a superstar, world best football, a soccer player. Why did he go to the sports arena to build Liberia up? Why he didn't go to be the one of the why got Nick Salisa? Why he didn't go to work, but he wanted to be president? All because you wanted to steal from the Liberian people. You wanted to loot the Liberian coffers. You wanted to make us what we are now. The least amount, all our little brothers and sisters. But you want to talk about Joseph Boyka millions that he made? Let's talk about what your candidate said he had. You want to tell me about that, Mr. Gayman?
My candidate, as you know, Dr. George Mane Bekube, the world, Liberia's best, Gibraltar best, Cameroon best, Africa's best, Europe best, world best, Liberia's best, Liberia #1 man, president. Now let's look at what's going on now in the court in Liberia. You had your CPP man called Yuri. You had your CPP man called Joseph Boyka. You had your CPP man called Cummings. They all went to Lofa County and lifted the hand of a convicted felon named Samukai. He stole our money, the poor soldiers' money, $1.4 million he stole. Yet and still, you guys are supposed to be the purest of the pure. You are honest. You are not tinted. You got clean hands. You are the sportsman. You are the statesman. You are the diplomat with integrity. But yet and still, you lifted the arm of a man and carry him to be the next senator from Lofa County. And the Supreme Court ruled that he's a convicted felon and he will go to jail for 2 years. And as far as the Liberian Supreme Court is concerned, he will be paying $25 a month until $1.2 million. But that would be about 300 years in jail until he pays the $1.2 million that he stole. This is the CPP. This is the government in waiting. Your people, your government that is in waiting, that is coming to bring clarity, integrity, and transparency to the Liberian people is a bunch of lunatics. We are talking about convicted felons. The Liberian Supreme Court said Brian Samukai is a felon. Everybody that associated with him are all crooks. Those, like the Liberian people say, show me your friends and I will tell you
Jerome,
who
you can't keep rambling on like this. You gotta give a chance here. Come on now.
Talk to me. Go ahead.
Give me a chance here now.
Go ahead.
You try to confuse us. You confused. You are very confused. So you want to confuse me. You want to put me where you are. Okay? But I ain't going there, brother. I'm in a league all by myself. I ain't going where you going. Okay? I like when you guys keep putting your feet in your mouth. All right? You talk about a government. You see, when you do that, you make people lose their train of thought. But you talk about your government as if to say you're talking about someone else. But you are really describing the CDC-led government. What they do, they Samukai, you claim that he is guilty. What's about George Weah? He's not guilty for anything. But there will come a time, and that's why he's trying to protect. That's why you're trying to protect here, so we don't get to that place where he is going to be persecuted. But believe me, he's going to be persecuted. Okay. And when you talk about why is it they went and they lifted a man's hands up, they went and lifted this, all the CPP. Really? Really, Jerome, you want to go there? Answer me, you really want to go there? Who lifts people hand up? Why did Ellen Johnson lift his hand up? To come and do a good thing for Liberia? To bring Liberia back? She was given a job to do. And she gave it to him. Why has he done with it? How much money does he get on kickbacks when he makes roads? when he completes the roads that she started, when she the contract that she started. How much kickback does he get? You want to tell the Liberian people that he gets kickback on every road that is completed, every muddy road that in that country there, every place that he messes up? Can you tell me that he doesn't get a kickback? He does it for money, and that's what he's supposed to do. It's not like he's taking his own private, his money. Look what he did the other day. Took his name, take the money from the government, the country money, and put his name on the car. That is a very, very criminal act, and you should know that. You should be ashamed to talk like he's all that. He's not all that. This man is a thief he was a thief in waiting. And Ellen Johnson gave him the chance to come and steal from the Liberia coffers. Loot our coffers. Make us the least. And you want to support that man? That should be something you should shy away from, Jerome. Don't do that.
Now let's go to before we go to the comment section, let's discuss the request the Liberian government in bringing home our hero, the young man that we all look at as a warrior, a true gladiator, Wayne Staley. Wayne Staley is coming home. What says you about the president's request or the government request to bring him home to give him a state burial?
He's a wizard. He's a witchcraft. Like I told you from the beginning, your witchcraft behavior. That's what you're doing. So you're not even ashamed of it. Okay? What does the body have to do with? What does death have to do with life? Tell me. You tell me. What does a dead body have to do with a living body? Nothing. Wayne Staley is gone. He took his leave. That's just the empty shell there. So why are they bringing him home? To prove what? When they were so wicked to this guy. They treated this guy.
What do you mean wicked? What do you mean wicked? What do you mean wicked?
They treated him like crap. He went over there. They didn't even want to look at him. They didn't even want to look at him. They made him to perform rituals. Get down on your knees, 2 leads. A corrupt murderers from a government. You want to promote here? Please, my man. Stop it. It make my skin to cringe. I'll be like, ooh, cold bombs get on me. And still they didn't give him any job. Still they didn't give him any job. I wonder what that phone call was all about. Why did Wayne City get a phone call and drop? Does it have anything to do with Mona Pellin getting a phone call and dropping on the ground too? Please, man. A murderous form of government over there. We need to get those people out. And that's what we need to be doing here instead of concentrating. You need to start concentrating on getting your people ready for the election because George Weah needs to go. He had brought witchcraft and voodoo business to the top of our list. Change the whole narrative. Then you want to talk about the people who know book. That's why he came and said, the people who know book, they didn't do anything. And you got a nerve to call him doctor. Where did he acquire all those degrees? When he cannot even read from a paper. He cannot even read a letter without lifting up his head. And that's one of the main basis of public speaking. You read and you lift up your head. He doesn't even have that in him. That person that got dyslexia. Tell him to sue me and prove it that I'm wrong, that he doesn't have dyslexia. He has a freaking learning disability and you know it too. And all of you guys follow him. Like a bunch of Zokos. Taka, you follow him. Duh. Our president, the president that you call doctor. Oh, there's nothing wrong with learning a disability. But he's not even ready to help himself. He just want to loot the coffers. Loot. And sleep here and sleep there, please. Talk about your candidate before you talk about other person. Let's take the quote from you eye first. Before you take it from someone else's eye.
The best president.
Let me go to the body. Let me lay out. I'm feeling Lenny here.
Go ahead.
Bring in the body. Why are you bringing the body?
The best president.
Why are you bringing the body to Liberia? For what reason? Couldn't you give that money to Wayne Staley to build up his life here? He brought his wife with a late daughter and the woman was pregnant. Couldn't they help that girl? Couldn't they help Wayne Staley? But they want to send for the body? Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? Is that the right thing to do? Is that proper? Is that proper? But also, I believe we wanted to be buried in Liberia. Why are they taking over the responsibility of having his wake and burying him? He wanted to be buried in Liberia. But when I gave you money until you die, we'll bury you. That's the idea, the whole thing they're doing over there. Please, man, Jerome, let's talk something better.
Listen, The young man is being brought home. He's a hero of the CDC. He's a hero of the young folks. He's our gladiator, and we're bringing him home to give him a state burial, a befitting one for the young man who have put his life on the line to see that President Weah was elected. He accomplished that. He was also coming back to see him re-elected, and he told you, no matter what, even going to his grave, he said it, the party remains supreme, and George Weah is the best president that Liberia ever had since 1822. Since 1822, the best of the best. We are talking about 24 different presidents, and this man is at the top of the chain, of the food chain. Okay, the best president ever.
Don't go far. Let me go there. Wayne played you guys. He was a smart dude. I like that. Even in death, he wanted it possible that his body gets to Liberia. A broke man, how does his body get to Liberia? I have to toot these people horns so they can take care of my body, like go and be buried. And also, Wayne was a spiritual man. He was a spiritual guy. He knew you guys be messing with the shell because he stepped out of that body. He is gone. Been gone. He took off and left that body behind. You guys can mess with it any way you want to mess with it. It is what it is. He said, it is what it is. I'm a dangerous man. I have come to terms with where I'm going and how I'm going and when I'm going. And I really don't give a damn. That's what he said. So he played all you guys. So yes, they didn't take the party and go bury it next to his parents or his mother and his sister. That would be just fine. Okay, no problem with that. We need to get to the audience. They're asking some nice questions.
I know you love George Weah, you love the CDC government so much that when you get going, you can't start. Let's read some comments here and let's respond to these comments.
Yeah.
I will let you read it so you can respond. Let's go.
Which one? Okay. I see one here that is very intriguing.
No, let's start with Wisa Cully.
Oh, okay. Let me go to Wisa.
Wisa Cully said, best government in the Republic of Liberia, people, best president, George Manuel Weah, people working for president 12 years, always Mr. Weah, President Weah, people working president 12 years, always. 12 years, he finished predicting the president winning re-election.
You want me to
Prince Sharif, read Sharif.
So did you answer Wisa?
No,
Madam Guest, do you agree that one health condition has an impact on his or her ability to lead? Do you also agree with Ambassador Borger when he said we squandered a lot of opportunities? Is there anything positive you can grade the Weah-led government of?
Okay, so let's I know we got a lot of comments. If you want to respond as we go along.
I want to respond to this. This is nice.
Okay, go ahead. Then I'll read the next one.
Because there are people out there who are in this mindset. Okay? When someone, like I told you, when someone is honest with you guys, yesterday flip-flopping. The papa said we squandered it. You want him to say she squandered it? No, you can't say that. He was a number 2 on the ticket. We did. And that's very noble. I love that he said we squandered it. If anything, that's a humbling statement. That's a good statement. But I see people running off with it in the negative. And my heart goes out to my people. My people have their brains are so battered and bruised too, like their physical body. With the brain, it's all battered. They don't understand things. They don't put into their minds and try to analyze things before they go out there. If I am working with someone, we are a team. If you fall, I fall. Okay? And if Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did not do what she's supposed to do, the burden of proof also is left on the masses to see what happened here. Could he have done anything? Well, he claims, yes, we squandered it. There were a lot of opportunities. That's not a bad thing to say.
Okay,
Can I see anything positive he goes on to say? I gotta answer this guy. You talk about something positive, I can grade it. I can grade the government on. You see me, so Mr. Whoever you are, your name, Prince Sharif. I really am a truth teller. George Weah. Negatives are so many. They overpower the positive. So I can't really give you any positive that he has done.
Let's go to the next comment. I'll read this one. Baton Kula. Dr. Kula said, the very CDC force were mad when I said they should give him a befitting burial. This speaker is saying the truth. It's too late to support Winsley when you guys didn't support him while he was alive. Dr. Kula,
thank you, Bottom Kula.
Dr. Kula, I think you have a point, but we supported a young man. As we always say, there's so many seditionists, millions of them. We cannot cater to everybody at the same time.
Really?
But it's in our heart. Mr. Donzo, Jerome is a blind man, continue to put his foot in his mouth. George, we are fully qualified for learning disability. Thank you, Sister Margaret. Okay, Mr. Donzo, you are a psychologist, you are a psychiatrist, you have diagnosed a man without seeing him, so you're all right. I see who you are. Let's go to the next comment. This is from Jane Kelly. We need to stop these African Americans from destroying our country. There are problems of Liberia. Let's go to the next one here. Mr. Donzo, again, seditionists are good honoring their bodies than our suffering Liberian population. Donzo, you think so? I think you are wrong. I think we are a group of folk who just honor our dead respectfully. Mr. Colley, so bunch of loud opposition, JMB, big divided opposition. I told you about JMB, he's a divider. James Ma, you really misunderstand. Why you say what? You really understanding what you are saying, Madam Guest? Madam Guest, I think she does. Thomas Awaji, Jerome, Winsley did not support we are doing 2017. You are wrong.
Okay, there you go.
Well, I stand to be corrected, but we won. We beat whoever he supported. He supported Joseph Boyka lost. River says pro. I can't watch people discussing a dead person by, really? If you can't discuss the dead, then something is wrong with you. We pay respect to the dead. We honor our dead. No matter what you do, whether you like the person or not, when the person died, we all pay our respect. And I think you should do so too.
I think you should do so too, but at a minimum, you can't waste all you have. And
that's correct.
And you got to understand what when you are disconnected from life and death issues and how these things supposed to be handled. That's when you want to spend everything. Or when you got something to gain of a person's death, you think some people really think in their mind they are helping or they are making amends after they have done the person wrong. And I think that's where your government is. They think they can appease the dead here by doing good things for him or his family. So they want to spend all this money.
I don't think so.
Work like that.
Let's go to Riverside Pro.
Yeah.
He has achieved more things in his professional and political career than you ever will. Thank you, Professor.
Who is that? Who has achieved all that?
President, we are.
Of course, I need to answer that too. Don't just cut me off. I need to go there too. Yes, okay, of course. He has achieved a lot in his political career.
Go ahead.
He has done nothing to achieve it. He's not a politician. He's not. He's a chief. Simple as that.
Okay, let's go to the next comment.
And he can sue me for that too if he didn't see anything. So he must defame his character. Let him go and sue me too. Tell George we have to sue me because he's a thief. If to make sure he didn't steal anything.
Abraham Diallo said when Sally made a big mistake, he should have stayed in the U.S. that made him a Marine. Well, you know, the man was a patriot. He want to go home just like everybody else. Thomas Awaji said, Prince Sherry, do you understand what squander means? It means they made use some opportunity the same way the current administration is made using some opportunity. I don't think so, YG. The man not with a squander, he said he was a parked car.
He was a parked car. I knew you were going to go there.
The parked race car, they parked him in the garage somewhere and left him there for dead. Wilhelmina
also, like people misusing the squander, you are also misusing that he was a parked car. So you don't get it. All right. George William, who was a brand new car, he was in park. But what the money that he had? What did he bring from a World Best? What did he bring from World Best? Someone who was a brand new car passing around $80 million rich. What did he bring on the table? Nothing.
Okay. Joseph Canto. This woman got serious drafted. Mr. Uri himself has said that they approve of the CPP framework document to be amended by a team of lawyers. He has always admitted that the document was presented to them at the LP headquarters with the political leaders present there, where they have approved the resolution to adopt the change made. So how can Mr. Ure now say he didn't know about the amended framework document? Tell me.
Okay, let me speak to that. I got dry face. He said I got serious dry face. But that's not what you're seeing, honey. You are seeing a woman who tells the truth. I know the truth and I tell the truth. So why is coming in court? Why doesn't he want a live camera for the people that he claimed he wants to serve and bring change to? Why isn't he allowing them to see and hear the truth about what you are speaking about? You are speaking about a document that went not the way it should have gone. It should have gone in Cummings' favor because there is no such thing as he tampered with it. So why is he not allowing us to see it? Why doesn't he want CT camera in the courtroom? Then all these things will not be talked about in the way you're talking about it. You will not say you got traffic. The truth will be heard. Do you want to talk the truth? Talk about the truth?
We got more comments here from James Boy. This is why these guys are not sincere to our country. Confused opposition. Let's go to the next one. Joseph Canto. The CPP might be in the hospital at the moment, but the CPP is receiving the best treatment. Mr. Cummings and ANC and the LP stand up tall and looking good. Okay, you guys are on life
Someone
support.
just said they want to know again why Joseph Baraka should be president. Why should Cummings be president? Why? You want to come on here and be asking me kind of questions? Zeus Carter.
Okay,
Zeus Carter Jr., please just don't do that.
We got Marcus Davis. Marcus Davis said, your government, the corrupt CDC, is masterminding the nonsense in the CPP using criminal urine. Aha.
Okay, may I answer that?
No, that you guys, this person is reading your mind. Are you saying that the CDC, go ahead, is the CDC undermining we are the one perpetrating this in the CPP?
Where is this comment you say again?
Oh, Marcus Davis.
Marcus Davis said, read the comment again, please, for me.
Okay, we come. Marcus Davis said, you're talking to me. Mr. Gayman, your government, the corrupt CDC, is masterminding the nonsense in the CPP using criminal urine. Is that true?
That is funny. And sometimes when I see comments like these, my heart go out to my people. Because if one man can think the way they think, a lot of people think the way they think. And I'm thinking about how the voting going to be. People need to get themselves together and learn the facts of things. Not just say the way they think, they hear it out there. They should get to the heart of the matter. Okay?
But you believe, but you believe that that the government is in the middle of your fight. You also believe
I am about to tell you, so you can answer Marcus Davis' question. Marcus Davis doesn't understand that this case is the government's case. If there was no reason for Cummings to be brought to court or on trial, they would have kicked it out when they summoned him. When he was summoned, they may have seen something there that said, oh, this is a case, let's try it. If there was nothing there, it would have been thrown out. That's what people need to put in the back of their head, of their mind, before they come and be doing that. What a URE is, they got the right, the government has the right to honor URE's petition to sue this guy. Like anyone else out there.
Have you, if Cummings sue Boyka, will you feel comfortable with that?
If he has a legitimate reason, like I told you, I'm not a flip-flopper, but you think I am. If he has a legitimate reason, I will be on here to tell you, say yes, sue him. You don't know me, right?
Let's go to the comment section. Let's go back.
I don't play with people like that.
We got Joseph Saka. I'm watching live from my free position corner in Morocco. My compliments and greetings to the panelists. Thank you very much, Joseph.
Thank you, sir.
To see you someday. Thank you very much. Hopefully you're doing well in Morocco. Next.
President, we are world best, African best, European best, MVP. Oh, let's go to that MVP. How you took all the titles the other day.
We said, Collie, so bunch of lie opposition, GMB.
He took all the titles the other day, Jerome. You want to talk about that?
Let's go to the next one, please.
He's a youth. The president is a youth too.
Okay, the many men say president, we are world best, Africa best, Europe best, MVP with all his title or trophies under his presidency. So Liberian football will not qualify for African Cup of Nations or World Cup. Hey, because the man was world best now, so Liberia should just qualify. Even we can't play football because he was world best. So Liberia should go to the World Cup. Is that how it works now, Margarett?
It doesn't work like that, but you that's how they want everything to go, because as when they elected him, they expected him to also do that, or they expected him to do that first. At least do something with the football in the football arena before jumping to the highest seat in the land. But also, that was also to loot the coffers. I want to speak to Elitism be killable. Madam, guess if you say the government have done should be nothing positive, then you are not saying the truth. Okay, I agree with you. Your truth is not my reality, sir. My reality is not that what's going on over there.
But look at
the government has done more damage to Liberia than it has done any good. So when I look at that, when you go to grade a paper and it's 100% and the person got 40, they have done nothing good. You want 70, 80, 100. When those 3 young men got missing, he never said a word. When those auditors went dead, Matthew Innes, all those young men, all those men that work for the government or for honor judge, we are watched, and he has not come out to say anything. Instead, he got what a man named St. Moses still running his funeral home over there, still running his funeral home in our country. And when that was the last place those boys were cited at, that's a problem for me. That's a big problem for me.
Okay.
In all of that, the government cannot look good in my eyes. There can be nothing he has done to qualify as a passing grade.
Okay. Let's look at what Smith Dawier is saying. Dawier, this lady is one of crooked Costa stooges. She's brainwashed. She's a brainwashed supporter of Costa. What you say now? Somebody
you know, when people like that, I want to ask you to come and get to know me. You will know that you will get to know someone who don't play with the truth and who don't play with the lie. I say it like it is. I'm a truth teller. I am revered because I say the truth. I am hated because I say the truth. I tell no lie. Okay? I'm one of Costa's stooges. How can you bash Costa when he comes on and tell you something that the government is doing wrong? You must be a sedition. And I feel bad for you, but still, you are welcome to come on. Send me a request. We can talk. I will help to build you up. I will help to give you some insights. Something that the government should be giving you out there to help you guys to build up your minds.
Zeus Carter Jr. said, what was the evidence that Honorable Ure presented to the Solicitor General that warranted him to issue a writ of arrest and decided to take this case? So since you are on the worker side and you are supporting Ure to take down Cummings, what was the evidence that he had to take down to call for the arrest of Cummings? You the CPP, the Joseph Worker Unity Party folks, you guys are over there trying to bring down Cummings. You are trying to bring down Cummings because you are afraid of Cummings.
Those things those questions are open and closed, okay, for me, because I'm the kind of person, Jerome, I don't like obvious questions that have obvious answers. The answer is already there in your face, but still you want to ask it. It's like, here's your sign. If there were no evidence, there was no reason, I don't think you'll be in court. That's my answer to that question. Okay, what was the evidence? If there wasn't any evidence, he won't be sitting where he's sitting now. So you got to know that there were evidence. There was evidence. That's what you need to know. So those are the questions I don't like to answer. They are obvious questions. They are obvious answer to it. Staring you in the face. Yes, it's fine. But you want to come and ask me anyway. And I'm not set in my mind in that way. No, I'm not.
Let's go to the next question. It's a long one. Prince Sharif again. Madam Guest, you have taken all the hours to condemn, castigate, and criticize You have not explained any rating policy on how Ambassador Boykai or Mr. Cummings will transform our people's lives. What do you make of the infighting in the CPP? And do you think Liberia can trust the CPP that is so desperate? This government has reduced the salary of executive appointee. Do you think it is best interest of our dying economy? Talk to the people.
Is he talking about harmonizing the
Talk to the folks. All the great things this president had done. He talked about harmonizing the salary. We raised the budget from 500 million to 800 million. We talk about free education. We talk about free wired. We talk about roads. We talk about markets. We talk about 25 doctors going abroad to specialize. We talk about hospitals all around the country. 2 minutes for me to name. What else do you want this president to do to give blood?
When my pocketbook stop hurting, when my people stop crying, when a little girl is not buried at the age of 13 because she got raped and there is no one to come to her aid except for private organizations on the ground. When people stop asking for money to buy data, when the data is increased in our country, for people to know how to get on the internet or learn things. When my young children do not have to carry blocks to sit in classrooms, do not have to write in all copybooks that their brothers and sisters have written in before. When all those things are accomplished, when I do not have to be told over here, you need to pay for the bed. You need to pay for medication. When I do not have to know that my family member was given sodium, whatever, in his system that messed it up with his diabetes and he died. And that means when nurses are educated properly, when doctors are educated properly, when you do not have to go to the doctor and he say, I can't handle this is African science. They say all the time in Liberia. When all those things are done, when I do not have to see pile up a dirt, garbage, stench, coming from my capital city, coming down Broad Street, poo-poo feces running through the seaward. When I don't see that, when I don't go down Waterside and see garbage line up, when I don't have to go to red light, then I will stop talking. Then I will give the government some appreciation here. But apart from that, I don't appreciate them for making our country the worst country ever. When another African country does not have to say, this government, that country is it's so stink.
My friend, you ran the country for 12 years, 12 unbroken years.
I ran the country.
You didn't build any waste management system. You didn't build no water system. You didn't build an electrical system. You did absolutely nothing. The folks could not get from Lofa to Bassa. They couldn't get from Kepama to Monrovia. This president came in. He cut wages. He gave scholarship. He made tuition free, university free. The University of Liberia went from 8,000 students to 20,000 students. 25 doctors for the first time in the history of Liberia. 25 doctors will be coming back in a year or two that they will become specialists for the first time in our country. Really? We are going to have specialists. We have students in Liberia now are not paying for YF fees. We in this country, we used to pay for YF fee. We're not paying YF fee anymore. We got colleges moving from community college to university. The university system in Liberia are doing very, very well. We are looking at the president building roads everywhere. Look at the markets. Look at the hospital in Wapulu. Look at the hospital that is about to begin in Grand Bassa County. Look at the university. Look at what this man has done in 4 years. In 4 years, just imagine what will happen in 12 years.
Jerome, you are shameless. You are shameless. Are you talking about
give credit to where credit is due? We're running out of time. Let's close here. Take time off and do your closing and tell your folks exactly what the president have done. I know you love President Weah. You honor this man, but you are just playing this role of a spoiler. But I know deep down in your heart, you love, not only is he smart, is he capable, he's an athlete, he's Africa's best, he's world best, but he's one of the best looking presidents we have ever had, and smart. At the age of 55, he looks golden, he's very brilliant, he's smart, and he's about to hit his golden years This man is going to make Liberia the shining star
We
in
have to sue
Africa
you.
that it's always been. Now, give me your closing.
We have to sue you for making mockery of him here, because that's what you're doing here. You made a mockery of him, and that is so shameful. He should be suing you, because all you said is so laughable. The schools in Grand Bassa, the hospitals, but people are dying everywhere. Child bride, the government officials sleeping with the young children. They can get them turning out of young women all over the place. Then you're telling me about government what that is productive? Jerome, stop it. We have to sue you. German, you need to sue Jerome for lying like they're making a mockery of you. People are laughing on the outside. Okay, I'm here today to talk to my people mostly. My Liberian people out there who are undecided. And the ones that are decided for the wrong vote. There will be coming a ticket. It will have 2 names on it. I wish there were 2 young people on that ticket. I hope there were 2 young people on that ticket. But since there isn't, there's one man there that I know will be on the ticket. And if he's on that ticket, I'll be glad to have him there. That's Joseph Human Boyka. I hope you guys honor that. He's been around for the longest. And it is not 40 years. You people should stop lying. Okay? He's a no-nonsense type of guy. Even though he has not said anything and he is being smart, he's not supposed to say anything. Okay? And if he's not on that ticket and there's a younger person that will come on that ticket, I will also join hands with that person. I'm here for everyone. I'm here mostly for my Liberian people and how they fare, meaning how they do with things that are coming up with them. This is a critical election. We are at a crossroad. This has to be done now. Liberia has to wake up now. We have to get on the path of revitalization. We have to get on the path of facing our country. It takes me, it takes you, it takes everyone out here. All of those who are commenting, even those on the ANC side. It takes all of us supporting a cause. We are not going to, one person going to run, and when they get there, then someone else be trying to take them out. We are out here to make Liberia work. It is a shame that we are on the last. I mean, it's so disgraceful. That country we helped to build, countries we help to make. I saw yesterday somewhere where this a video of Liberia being put down by a Nigerian filmmaker, and I saw people talking. I just left from there. It's your country. Most of those people who talking support George Weah, and we are fighting here to get him out of there, to give us some respect, some kind of respect out there. And you guys are promoting him. Most of the people I saw on that page were people who support George Weah. I click on their names, most of them, and I went to see who do they support. What kind of opposition are you? Are you an opposition who is waiting to not persecute those who have stolen? If you are an opposition and you are out to not persecute Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, then you are not my kind of opposition. Ellen Johnson needs to be called out on all the wrong she has done. And also George Weah. I'm here for my people. I'm mostly people-oriented, Liberia-oriented. I'm not Kennedy, really. It so happened that I like Boyka, what he has. Okay? I see another guy on there. I like him too. I'm trying to look into his stats to see if he's qualified. He's good enough. But this old guy is wiser for me. And that's why I like him. All he needs is a vice president that will lift him up and bring everything to full circle. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking forward to a better Liberia for all joining in. Everyone, not just one person. Every one of us coming in together, putting down our pins or whatever someone has heard us, someone has talked about us. It is not about us anymore. It's about a dying country. It's about that young girl that is on that bed right now who's struggling to breathe. She has been raped by an older guy, and they're paying her people money under the table. It's about that young lady who doesn't have food, who does not have food to eat, who has a lot of children. Maybe her husband is dead. Collectively, it's about every one of us. We are in the diaspora. Someone say, oh, they're in the diaspora, the Congo people there. No, I'm not like that. I am not like that. I'm trying to get my people in the diaspora to join hands with every one of us to rebuild our country. Every one of us has a say in this. And I hope people can listen. I'll try to be coming on too as much as I can to talk to my people. And hopefully they can get to know who I am. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Margaret. As I told you, as I promised you, she understands the topic. She's very passionate about her topic, as we are. She just happened to be on the wrong side of the issue. I support President Weah. If I sit here to enumerate what President Weah have done, we'll be here all day. But when I look at the roads from that leading to Vanjima, that leading to Lofa County, to Bunk County, to Sackley, PA, to Grand Gita. When I look at the Fairground Road in Grand Bassa County, now I'm looking at the college bridge they're about to build. I'm looking at the hospital in Wapulu. When I look at 25 doctors going abroad, coming back to be specialists for the first time, we're going to have specialists in Liberia. When I look at the dialysis wing of the John F. Kennedy Medical Center, things that have never happened before. When I look at the University of Liberia with the e-learning, as much as people may not like it because it's not totally 100%, but we are starting from somewhere, to look at the University of Liberia that was exclusively for children of the wealthy and the rich and the connected, to have gone from 8,000 to 20,000 students tells me that the bitter bus seller, the lock seller, the kiss me seller children got the opportunity to go to college. When I go to Bassa and see the community college now, the Bassa University, when I look at all of these things collectively, I say to myself, we are doing very well. In 4 years, President, we have done more than the 12 years of the Unity Party government to bring somebody like Joseph Boakai. Even mentioned, in fact, we are rooting for you to bring Joseph Boakai, because the first thing we're going to do, we're going to ask Joseph Boakai to take a jog with President. We are just down the street, one block, see if he can run one block. So we'll see who is actually the man. But we want to thank you for coming on. We want to thank our parent company, Focus on Liberia. These are the kind of spiritual debate, respectful debate that we need to have in our country. No matter who you are, whether you are for or against, we are all Liberian. We need to be respectful and savor. As usual, we end our show that says we are all Liberian. Thank you very much.
We are Liberian. Liberia is our home. Liberian people. Liberia.